Common pitfalls are often people don't have an end game. They get a big order, they don't price it right, they just see it as, I'm going to grow my business because I get this big order, I might lose money on it, or actually just don't think about what they're going to do next and concentrate on one thing. It's having a strategy in place for your business about how you're going to grow it, which are the areas you need to grow into, rather than having a scattergun approach to it.
You know, despite the amazing rapid development of what I would call digital tools, techniques, machinery, and the processes and protocols that go with that, all that's happened in the last 10 years, becomes more rapid in the last 5 years, and then becomes rapid on an everyday basis. The pace of change is incredible. But I like to bring people back sometime to the sort of like the grassroots of business success, what I call, the evergreens of business. And what I would say the number one thing is planning. There's an old adage, that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, because you're focusing on the business today, you focus on what's important this month, when you should always be thinking about what's around the corner over the next 6 months, what we're doing over the next 12 months, how we're going to keep ourselves current for the next 2 to 3 years, and that needs a plan. I think the thing that sometimes puts people off doing this, particularly owners of smaller companies, is they envisage a business plan as a heavy tome, a heavy book full of hundreds of pages with statistics and numbers. Some of them are like that, but most of them aren't. It can be a one page, or it can be an A4 with some real key bullet points on there and some targets and numbers to go with it. And that's your guide. And that's good enough for your company. But at least you've put something together and that you're going to refresh. You're going to see how it's give you a target to get towards. And then you're going to refresh that in 3 months and 6 months. And that's going to be basically, your storyboard, if you like, that you can base your company on. So I think that's the number one thing that I would advise all business owners to really accept as essential part of their business success.
I think in the sort of area of productivity, many businesses would rely upon somebody from outside coming in to sort of advise them, and that's fine in the first instance. I think the businesses themselves need to sort of upskill themselves to be able to sort of manage that going forward. Otherwise, any productivity effort won't be sustained.